Let's begin with a famous children's song, and this is Row, Row, Row Your Boat. If you remember, this is a theme song in the movie Titanic. Nah, I'm just kidding. It is a fun song about, well, rowing your boat. Let's sing at sabayan niyo ako to make this less awkward, okay? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Applying formalistic lengths, this poem with repetitive stanza has 4 lines, with a rhyme scheme A, B, C, B. Also, the lines 1, 2, and 4 have 5 syllables, while the third line has 12 syllables and is sung in the fastest speed. Notice the repetition of the word row in the first line and the word merrily in the third line. The line is imperative, which means that it commands or instructs someone to do an action, and that is rowing the boat. But how? How does one row the boat? The poem provides us 2 adverbs to answer this question, and these are gently and merrily. Images, such as a boat and a stream, can actually be symbols. The poem ends with a philosophical opinion. It says that our life is but a dream. One may wonder, why is there a but in the line? We know that when we use the conjunction but, we are to give a counter statement, or a counter argument, or a counter proposal. The conjunction is simply a tool for negation. So why not have it life is a dream? What ideology does this song want to negate? There seems to be parallelism between the words stream and dream, as they also rhyme. And in the last line, the word dream is a metaphor to life. In a nutshell, this nursery rhyme is not simplistic. It is worthy of analysis and interpretation. What could it be telling us? Well, for one, it might be telling us how to live a life. Why, you ask? Sige sa atin natin, paano nga ba mabuhay? Do you actually have a life? Does one really exist? What I will present you are interpretations of many critics, but remember, there is no single correct understanding of any artistic piece. Row, row, row your boat is the first line of this poem. The speaker, as this line suggests, instructs someone to do an action as exhibited in the verb row and the possessive pronoun your. The direct object in this line is a boat. Marxist perspective may tell us that this is a coercion of the capitalist. It seemed that rowing is about labor forced on the tragic and powerless heroes of the boat rowers. However, such a claim is negated by another outlook. It says that the person here is empowered to take control of his life or his boat, as he exercises his free will through rowing. Gently down the stream is the second line. The adverb that tells how rowing must be done is gently. For some, it teaches us to keep a positive attitude in life despite the difficulties ahead. It tells us that we must not force things to happen or rush them. Just go with the flow. If we focus on the adverbial phrase down the stream, we may realize that we are traversing a singular time and that there is an end which we cannot deny. It suggests that time as a powerful force is inescapable. This brings a lot of questions such as, is death the goal of life? Is life meaningless since we all end in the same downstream? Why do we have the row if the stream is inescapable and can move our boat on its own? After all, life is not a race towards this gloomy end. Merrily, 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 merrily is the third line. Much like the earlier interpretation, this one tells us to row our boat or live our life in optimism. It does not tell us to angrily or grudgingly or miserably row our boats. It tells us to do it with a smile on our faces and to shoo away the negativity and toxicity in life. Chill and laugh all the woes away. However, another interpretation tells that since time and death are inescapable and that life is meaningless, this line is about how we create the illusion of joy and happiness and free will to distract or fool us from our pointless search for life's empty meaning. Another said that even the happy melody of this song is hypnotic and magical, that it dulls the senses and inspires complacency. Life is but a dream is the last line. In here, we are told that it is up to us how we should view our life. A dream or a nightmare. In a dream, we may decide whoever we want to be or however we act or react. It is our life, our boat, and our dream, and we are the main characters. On the other hand, this line also tells us to wake up and free ourselves from the illusions of life, and it is nothing but a dream. And for this reason, our reality is at question, which makes everything we do pretty meaningless. This might be why there is a but in that line. However you see this poem, an inspirational happy song for you to win challenges in your life, or a liberating philosophical text that considers life pointless and sees reality as an illusion, you do you. You make your own happy, you create your own meaning. It is your boat anyway. This is the power of poetry. It makes you think, it makes you feel, it makes you believe, it makes you question, it makes you. Today, our goal is to explore this literary genre that is wrapped around all of our lives. In the next video, we'll discuss the different views of what poetry is.